Hi there, my name is Jacques, and I guess I'm the lead developer on the MakuluLinux project, and Makulu pronounced Makulu, which means big chief in the Zulu language. So yeah, we did our first initial release, which I think has been great. And I'm currently working on version 1.2 of MakuluLinux, which is still in beta, and that is based off the 3.8 kernel, as well as the Cinnamon 1.73, I think, and KDE 4.10, Mate 1.6, and Unity version 17. So it's all the latest versions of the most popular desktop environments on one distro. Same as previously, except that one was based off the 3.5 kernel and the older versions of the same desktops. So what's new is that we have switched from the Mint Display Manager to the Light Display Manager. Originally we wanted to go with a Light Display Manager as well, except we had some issues with it and opted to go with the Mint Display Manager instead. But we've fixed the problems, and so this time around we'll be going with a Unity Greeter, the Light Display Manager, but using Unity Greeter. Okay, so I'm gonna log into each of these desktops and just give you a quick rundown of what it's about and what's installed and how it affects the user and so forth. Now in general, one of the things we try and do is to keep the theming pretty much almost standard throughout all four desktops. It was much easier to do in the older version 1.0 because you know, the older desktops, well, the theming was just easier. The new ones, the new desktop environments, well, so much has changed that it makes it almost impossible to have the same standard theme running on all four desktops. But I don't think we've done quite a bad job in keeping it as close as possible. So here we are in Cinnamon 1.7. So what's new in Cinnamon 1.7? Well, for starters, the control panel has a lot more options, a lot more stuff that's been standardized into the control panel that previously was not available. Your themes, for example, now, no, not themes, sorry, let's go back, not themes, applets. Your applets can now be installed directly from the control panel instead of the manual method of going online and downloading and extracting into the directory and setting it up. Although I still prefer that, as I see that this is not quite fully functional yet. But the PPA is added, and so as they bring Cinnamon 1.73 up to the same standard or quality that 1.67 was, it will stream updates through to you as the Mint team improves on the desktop. Desklets is there, your extensions, of course. All of this has been implemented into the default control panel, which is very nice. The same as before, we've pretty much added all the same programs, just about. We've upgraded everything to the latest version, LibreOffice to LibreOffice 4. We've added Mumble, which is a audio chat program similar to, you know, most of them, but the Open Linux community pretty much lives on Mumble, so I opted to include that, as well as now in the Beta 1.2 version. This is not included, but it will be included in the RC version, and that is the Voco screen recorder. The reason I added this is it is such an awesome screen recorder, and it works without problems. You know, I'm pretty much doing a video using that now. And So yeah, so I opted to, it's not even all that big in size, so I opted to add that as well. There are a couple of other changes. For one, we're using the Deepin Software Center now. We've done away with the Mint Software Center. I really like the look and feel and just the general layout of the Software Center. You know, it's got a very nice look, and you can skin it. Yeah, it's got limited 6 skins, but yeah, you can skin it. It's got a lot more info. It just feels nicer, runs better actually, gives more info. Yeah, there are a couple of other changes. You'll notice that we've changed, we don't use color paint anymore. We've opted to go with Shotwell instead. Seems to be more popular. Opera is still the browser of choice. Your Wine still comes pre-installed. Steam is pre-installed. Gparted is still there. We also use now the Ubuntu one is there. Ubuntu Tweak is there. We also use have included package manager, the same as before. Nemo is now version 1.72, I think. Yeah, 1.72. And there are a couple of changes. As you can see, it actually shows the disk usage now in the panel, and there are more options. You've got sharing options. Okay, so you can install the sharing service. You can sharing options. You can now send to Thunderbird, so you can attach any file straight into your mail app, which is Thunderbird, which is really awesome. You've got follow link to original file, which is really awesome. There are a couple of other things you can install. For example, send file directly to Pastebin or to Dropbox. So yeah, and we've kept the theme standard. You know, it's this standard ambience theme. Love the theme. It's really awesome. It's running pretty stable. I haven't had any problems with it as of yet, but you know, as the tests come in and so forth, test reports, I'll obviously fix any bugs that come my way. But for now, I must say I'm very impressed with the changes. So that is Cinnamon. As you can see, it's a very nice theme, very nice look, very well polished. I'm gonna switch over now to the KDE, which is probably my least favorite desktop, but as I understand it, it's got quite a large user base. I don't know, KDE just never, I think it just, I don't know. I love the fact that you can configure everything, you know, just about everything, but the options just, I don't know, sometimes boggle my mind, I guess. But nonetheless, we've included it as we have with the last distribution we put out, and as you can see, we've kept everything pretty much looking the same. So this is KDE 4.10 using Dolphin, obviously, and as you can see, the obviously the new Dolphin has some cool new features in it. For example, you've got recently accessed as well now as part of your left-hand panel. Search options, places, devices, and of course you can add tree in there as well. The theme, we've slightly updated the theme. As you can see, it's got a much smoother look. So yeah, KDE, it's still got pretty much the same options as it did before, plus a few extra, so you can configure and go crazy and so forth. We've included some widgets, same as before. Quite a few widgets for you to choose from. Once again, we've gone with the classic menu. I've never really liked the default menu that comes with KDE. Maybe I'm just used to the classic menus. It's so easier just to get to where you want to go. I feel that the default KDE menu is a bit bloated, you know, but you can always switch to the default. You just right click and you switch to application launcher style and it will switch to the default one. So that's pretty much KDE. You know, I'm not going to go into all the options and so forth. The KDE lovers will know the options. It's KDE 4.10. So you know, all the you want to know what's all the default stuff that come with 4.10 in the release notes. It's all there. We've included quite a lot of the KDE apps, you know, so that's all included. But yeah, I want to move on to Mate. Now, Mate is probably my second favorite desktop after Mint. I mean, after Cinnamon, yeah, Cinnamon is my most favorite desktop, and my second favorite desktop is Mate. I love the stability of it. I love the simplicity of it. You know, it always just works. No matter what PC you use, old or new, it just works out of the box. Of course, the file browser of choice here is Kaja 1.6.1, which has a lot of options as well. Open administrator, open in terminal, send to, and you can send to email, you can send to removable disks and shares. So yeah, that's quite awesome, because now you can send something directly to your flash drive, and you can send it zipped, tarred, or you know. So yeah, so it's got quite a few new awesome features, as well as the fact that we've managed to skin it quite nicely. Now this is the odd problem I've been having, and I'm actually gonna have a chat or email the Mate developers, because Mate 1.6 seems to have a little bug where if you install KDE 4.1 in desktop environment on a distro with Mate 1.6, then you seem to have this odd bug where you cannot change the appearance. The KDE coloring, or whatever you want to call color schemes, seem to override the Mate color schemes. So for the time being, I have put let me just find the shortcut. It's easier somewhere. KDE, where the hell did I put this thing? Was it in the control panel? Yeah, I think it was in the control panel. For the time being, you know, the KDE system settings is available directly from your Mate control panel, and if you double click, you can adjust the colors here. So you can edit the color schemes, and it will affect whatever you change in the KDE color schemes will affect Mate, which kind of, I guess, is a workaround way. I'm sure they'll fix that bug somewhere, but it does make Mate and KDE look very similar, which is also kind of awesome, because it's the whole point of our distribution is to have the desktops look alike. Opera, as I said, is still the default browser. It's pretty much the same as it was before. We've put the default speed dials pre-configured for you. You can send links to Opera from Opera to a mobile. It's got AdBlock built in. It's got web caching built in. There are a couple of other extensions installed to make life easier. And of course, you can download links with FlareGet or the default download manager inside Opera. As you can see, everything is running pretty much flawless. Minimal bugs, if there are any. We're still busy testing. Hence it being a beta version, but yeah, this is the new Mate and new Kaja. I'm gonna move on to Ubuntu. Sorry for that interruption. I share the house with 3 brothers, so they can be a handful. Okay, let's move on to Ubuntu Unity, the Ubuntu Unity desktop. So that is the last desktop that is included, and everything is pretty much standard here. I don't really like Unity all that much. It's one of the reasons I stopped using Ubuntu, actually, but as many of my friends have. But it is one of the popular desktop environments, and there are a lot of people out there that do like it, so we have included it as well. And of course, the file browser of choice is Nautilus. So yeah, this is files 3.6.3, I think. Files 3. There's no help file here. Properties. Files, yeah. Help about files. 3.6.3, yes. Anyway, this is pretty much standard. Okay. Of course, I installed that. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Unity desktop, which is pretty much the standard Unity 17, the new Unity desktop, which has the new dash, or the new looking dash, which they claim is supposed to be faster. I must say I have seen a speed improvement in it. The previous one lagged so much in VirtualBox. This one seems to be a lot smoother. And of course, they've got a new Unity dash icon, which is I don't know, I guess it's better looking. But yeah, those of you that familiar with Unity will pretty much love it. I've included the desktop icons for the Nemo file browser here, as you can see, because I prefer Nemo, obviously. But yeah, once again, it's got the ambience theme, which is shared right across the system with all the desktops. As you can see, the distribution itself runs very smooth. There's no problems with that. Everything seems to be working fine. Dropbox, you bastard. Sorry man, it's gonna keep popping up until I actually sign in, or don't know why they've added that onto the new Dropbox. It's actually quite annoying. But I'm not gonna sign in now, obviously, because this is just a demo video. I just want to confirm. I'm pretty sure this is, yes, the 4.0.22, the new LibreOffice. So yeah, that's pretty much MakuluLinux in a nutshell. It's got all 4 the major desktop environments, which is the Cinnamon, KDE, Mate, and Ubuntu Unity, all rolled into one distro. As you can see, it's got a very nice theme that's shared across the desktops. It's got a nice look, nice feel. You know, I could never get tired of this look. It's like a cool summer breeze, you know, kind of reminds me of being on an island somewhere or something, I don't know. But I love it. I love this theme. I mean, isn't it the most awesome theme ever? I know some guys will prefer a darker theme or whatever. You're welcome to change the theme as you like, and yeah, go crazy. Of course, you can install your own browsers or your own whatever customizations. Steam is included. I'm not going to log into Steam now since this is only a demo, but Steam is included and working. And of course Wine is included, so you can run your Windows software. It's the latest Wine 1.5 point. I'm not quite sure what versions currently installed. But yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The Mint menu, which we had in the last distribution, we've left that out in this distribution, mainly for the reasons that it's not updated for Mate 1.6 yet. I guess when it is updated we might include it. I don't know. The classic menu is starting to grow on me. I quite like it, you know. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, I think that's everything in a nutshell. That's pretty much MakuluLinux at this stage. This is the beta 1.2, and it's running quite smooth for a beta. You know, I don't see the launch being delayed much longer. We have a couple of niggles here and there to just fix up and sort out, and once that's done we will be launching. So the link will be up in a day or two. It's actually being uploaded to Mirrors right now, so it's something to look forward to for the guys to try out and give your feedback. I'm sure you will love it. It is as I said, running smooth and stable at this stage from what we can see. If there are any bugs, it will be minimal. And of course updates are being sent through virtually on a daily basis, so any bugs will be fixed. But yeah, this is MakuluLinux signing